Welcome back to the channel. My name is Emmanuel, and in this video I'm going to show you how I redesign the landing page of this solar company website from this to this. I'll walk you through the steps, the processes, and the ideas of the decision that I made. Now the first thing I'll do is to open up Figma and then import the designs. Now to do this I simply use the plugin which is plugin called builder.io. Simply just a way for you to convert websites to Figma files. This is how it works. You go over here to where it says import and you paste the link of the website that you want to import and then click on import to Figma. But since I've already done that, this is how it looks like. Now for the redesign, I'm going to be taking it section by section. And the first thing I'm going to start with is the navbar and hero section. Now for the navbar, you have the logo and the nav element and nav items, which I think is okay, but it could be better. And the second part is of course the hero section. Now you notice there are just two problems with this. The first being that you can't really read the text on the hero section due to this background image, and being that the text is white, you can't really see it. And the second thing is that the call to action, the heading, doesn't really say much. It's just the name of the website, National Solar Power Authority, which doesn't really give much to the website visitors. It just comes off as not being precise enough. To fix this, I simply change the navigation items and centered align them by changing the color from orange to black and added the new call to action button. And then for the hero section, you can see that I changed the headings to include a more precise call to action, which is discover the power of renewable energy, and of course that subheading and the call to action button. This is a better heading because it describes the purpose of the company. It's a solar company which deals in renewable energy. This will be more precise to the website visitor. And also I changed the image, and see it has this image. This usually isn't a high quality image, just an image of solar panels. And also I added a high quality image as the background, and also used a background overlay. This is just to ensure that the text is readable, because anytime you're using a background image, it's always best to use an overlay over the text. So this is what it's like without it. You can see that you can't really read the text when the background overlay is not there. And now it becomes more readable. So the next part is this trusted partner section, where you have a list of companies that they have worked with. These are their logos. This is just a way to build proof to show that yes, you're a legitimate company and you've also worked with other people. Now on their website, its section is not really there. It's just on the last, I think on the fifth or fourth section of their website. Now, which that really isn't a good idea, because on the hero section, the first thing you want to do is of course to grab the user's attention, because this is the first thing they will see once they land on your page. And adding a bit of social proof, whether it be it companies you've worked with, testimonials, and so forth, always be great to boost conversions on your website. Yeah, that's the first section that we redesigned, the hero section. This is a more precise and cleaner way to do it. Now, the next section that we redesigned is this section right here. And there isn't much to go on it, but here's how I designed it. Right here, I just made a 2-column grid with their logo and the text renewable energy, and then a paragraph describing what the company does. And for the last section, just still the same thing, just a 2-column grid with a section describing the company's payment plan. It uses a pay-as-you-go payment plan. I just use the 2-column grid and change the background color to orange to match the logo of the company. Now for the next section is the benefits section of the page, which is supposed to list out the specific benefits of using solar energy. Over here on the website, you see that it's just a 3 grid column with icons. Now we'll say that these icons aren't really the best because they are not high quality. And for the text, it uses gray text on a gray background, which will make it unreadable to users. So here's how I redesigned it. Now over here, you see that I used the 2 column grid by using an image of people installing solar panels on a roof. Now this is just a way to visually tell you the benefits of renewable energy. It's a way to get visual storytelling. Benefit section, I designed them each by putting them in a vertical grid layout, and each they have their own logo on the left side. Now each logo signifies something direct to the list item. And the first one, you have the Naira logo, which is a local currency used in Nigeria, and you have the option save money. So this just signifies that by using renewable energy, you can save money. For the next one, it says take control back from the utility. So have a logo of a house which is powered by solar energy. And the last one is clean and renewable energy. I have this logo here, signifies uh, which signifies renewable energy. This is just a way to visually tell people what they get once you switch over to renewable energy. And I think this is a more precise way to do it by just using black text on a white background instead of this where they just use gray on gray text, which will not be readable by website visitors. And now for the next section, which is this section, just a description of the company. So how I redesigned it is just by centering and aligning the text, the headings and the subheading, and giving it an orange background with a call to action, which is to book a site audit. So that's a really easy section to design. And so the next part is this section where it says go solar. And these are just the advantages that you get once you go solar. And here's how I redesigned it. Now I just improved it by making a white background and giving it a list grid, and giving each list a number. So you have number 1 advantage, improved quality of life. Number 2, 247 power supply, and so forth. Also, I want to add, have you noticed I've been changing the background colors of each section from orange to white, then orange and white. This is just a way of visually giving the visitors, or visually telling them that they are on a new section. Because if you just have the whole website to be completely white, it might be hard to know which section you are on. So that's just a pattern that I usually do. Just orange, and then white. So here's how I do it. And the first thing you notice that I used an orange background, and this is just to continue following the pattern that I set out. You know, a white background and then an orange background, and then is the heading. Now for the website heading, it just says easy to find out if solar is right for you. There are 3 simple steps. Now I changed the heading to include a more descriptive headline, which says 3 simple steps to determine if solar is right for you. Now once you notice here it says 3 simple steps. Now this can be the first thing that the visitor sees, which easily provides a description of what they are getting. And so for the steps, notice that I added icons to each and every one of them, which signifies the processes or steps that they will get to determine if solar is the right choice. And you can see here I added these arrows. It's kind of like signify the next step. From the house, you get the arrow, which is like the direction to the next step of solar consultation, and finally site assessment. And finally, I added a call to action button. This is just in case the website visitor want to book a site audit after going through the steps. Now for the next section, which is the testimonial section. These are just the reviews that they have from customers. Have you noticed the design really isn't anything unique? It's just simple, the image of the person who gave the review and the review text. So here's how I redesigned it. And the first thing I did was to, of course, change the text, the heading. Instead of it having "What our fantastic user says," it just says "Satisfied customer testimonial," which is just more concise and precise. And now for the testimonials, I designed a card for each of them. Now the card you have over here, you have the image of the person who gave the testimony, their name and the title, and of course the ratings to show the rating that they gave to the company. And then finally I put a quotation for the review text. So that's it for the testimonial section. Now for the last section this this section where it just has a description of how solar energy helps in Nigeria. Now how I redesigned it is just very simple. I just used the two column layout. I put this image of this is an AI generated image of a house with solar panels and of course the text right here. So just nothing much, just a two column grid with the image by the side and of course the text. And now for the other part is the FAQ section, the frequently asked section. Now over here on the main site, it doesn't really have a question and answer section, so I just decided to add it. Now this just includes some questions that the visitors might have, like what are the benefits of installing solar panels, how much does it cost, and how the installation process works. Now this just helps to give the users answers to questions that they might still need, just in case. And then finally we have the footer. Now this is the footer of the main website. It just has a three column grid with the logo, address, contacts and links, and of course social icon, which only includes one, the old Twitter logo. And this is how I redesigned it. I just added an option to subscribe to the company's newsletter, then the logo, then other navigation items, and the company's subheading. Then you have the address and contact information, and of course finally the social icons. And that's the whole process of the redesign of this website. So I'll just click over on the play icon so you can view the website fully. And here's what the final design of the website looks like. And this with just a few changes we have been able to modernize the design of this website, from taking it to something that just looks plain and simple into something that looks professional by just following some few rules on colors and consistency, by using consistent color to outline the design. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, share and subscribe.